Hey everybody. So I just want to let you know another update. We had talked earlier about Monday morning being a slew of people here, and they weren't kidding. My pulmonary doctor came in first, listened to me. He said still a little crackling in the bottom of my lungs, which he says is completely normal with me being on oxygen. So he said between 4 to 6 weeks is when the healing of that really kicks in, which mine has. And so he does want to get an x-ray here pretty soon, and probably in the next week or so, just to look at those lower lungs to see, if there's any scarring or anything that they need to address, or just that we know is going to be there. So, which is expected. I'm sure there's going to be some scarring with all the damage that was done to my lungs. So then the dietitian came in. She took one look at my setup as, I don't know if I can even show you guys, but as you can see, I've got everything lined out that I eat, and she said, you're not one that I have to worry about. Looks like you have everything lined up. I have waters and sugar-free candies and all my food. And so she did share with me the menu. The menu here is unbelievable. So I'll be eating good here as well. That's one thing that I have not lost all the way through this is my appetite. So I eat full meals, 3 meals a day, plus snacks constantly. So good appetite. And who else? Oh, physical therapy. So physical therapy came in and did their assessment. And again, great news. I am strong, is essentially what they said. I passed all their baseline tests. They did pressure tests. I could still move them around. So any of the pressure, push, pull tests, passed all those with flying colors. They're going to get me a recliner in here. So when I got into this room, I was a little scared because it was just a basic. There's a couple chairs in this bed, but they wanted to kind of get my baseline before they start really getting my room set up. So they're going to bring me in a recliner that I can walk to and walk back from. And they did walk me this morning. So again, the big progress that I can feel there is when I sit down, I'm not dropping into the 70s anymore. I'm dropping more like into the mid 80s. So still got some work to do. You don't want to drop at all. But my heart rate gets pretty high into the 130s. So that's just going to come with some exercise to get that down. Luckily, before all of this, my stats, blood pressure, heart, TAC, everything was absolutely in line. My blood pressure through all of this has been about 115/68. So couldn't ask for a better blood pressure. So that's kind of what happened this morning. It was a whirlwind again. So, I'm doing my update at 11:48, which we're usually doing them, at 8 o'clock at night. So, if anything changes, of course, today, I'll catch it in tomorrow's update. So I have decided to share my story. So I'm still working on that. And while I'm working on that, I wanted to, as you can see, I'm alone because Marcy's working. And so I want to just, thank you's not enough for Marcy. It almost sounds silly. That woman has done it all. She has kept a 4,000 square foot house afloat, a pool going. She's kept 3 automobiles running, which one was in a wreck right before I came in the hospital. She handled everything from the wreck. She's working. She's hitting it hard with the real estate. And like I said, she is amazing. With that said, of course, she's had our challenges, with me. One of the things, I'll share a little bit was emotions and, those kind of things. When you're isolated, they don't always come through in a video chat. So we had to really learn each other of what we were thinking, how we were thinking it, because so many things can mean so many different things over video chat. So, if you get a weird look, I'm sure I do it, now. If you give a weird look, you don't know how to analyze that look. So there are times where we would go and think each other were mad at each other when it was just that didn't translate correctly. So I just wanted to say, it takes a strong marriage to survive that. And I am so blessed by God that she's in my life. And I do want to just take this time to absolutely thank her for everything that she's done. And, even through the trials and the hardships, because like I said, we fought through some of this, and not like, bad fighting, but it's, all I have is to sit here and think, right? So that's all somebody needs, is somebody to think of things for them to do while they're outside. So she's handled that like a champ. So honey, I love you. I know you're not here today because you're working, you're supporting us right now. So you're doing awesome. And I wanted to take this opportunity to really, from the bottom of my heart, thank my wife, because she's one of a kind. And I couldn't have done this without her. Along with, my mother and my little brother. We talk every day. They have been, my second and third rock. With us losing my dad just so recently, my mom has just absolutely done it all. We have coffee every morning virtually. I love it. Ryan's there a lot, so we get to interact, and so that's been just another lifesaver. I can't thank them enough. They answer every single time I call, along with Marcy. They just, I've had a great core. So I also want to thank those two, for the three of them. I just love you unconditionally. I will never forget any of this. As we, are mourning Dad, as we're scared of what we're going to do, we've all gotten through this. So I'm at 7 minutes. I've gone way over. I said I was going to make these shorter, and I will, I promise. I'll get my thoughts together and try to give you guys updates in a good timely fashion, so you're not spending too much time watching these videos. But thanks, guys. Again, you've been my rock as well. The love, the prayers. You've lifted me up. I've felt the prayers so many times. It's amazing. So thank you as well. Like I said, the support system that I've had, nobody deserves, honestly, especially me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. So we'll talk to you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. I'm doing good. So love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.